I just see more deeper cutting through your records, huh?
Okay, it's 7 o'clock, but before starting the meeting, I'd like to thank Denise and Vicki for being out early Sunday morning, driving around and noticing the water bubbling up in front of J.R. Newhouse accounting office on Highway 21. Luckily, the leak was not from any main line, so thank you, Denise and Vicki. So I call this meeting to order. May 23rd, 2023. Pledge of Allegiance before we approve the minutes.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council, you have May 9th, 2023 regular meeting minutes.
Does everybody have a chance to read them? Everybody have a chance to read them?
Yep.
I make a motion that we accept the council meeting minutes for May 9th, 2023.
I'll second that. I remember that when I was here.
Okay, it's moved and seconded to approve May 9th regular meeting minutes. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May 17th special meeting minutes.
I make a motion that we accept the May 17th, 2023 special meeting minutes.
I'll second the motion.
It's moved and seconded to approve the May 17th special meeting minutes. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, council, first item is the abatement resolution 2305. It's yellow. Resolution of the town council of the town of Lynn declaring certain property to be a hazard and a menace to the public health and well-being and providing for removal of nuisance conditions. The property is 312 West 2nd Street. The section 2 is the change or the difference. Owner or responsible person had 10 days to correct the violations stated in the notice to abate signed by town council on March 28, 2023, at the town council meeting on April 25th, 2023. Town council granted a 3-week extension. As of today, May 23rd, 2023, the owner or responsible party has not abated the nuisance conditions and zoning violations. The owner or responsible party has not petitioned for an appeal of the nuisance and or zoning violations. I'll go ahead and read the third section. Therefore, the town council representing the town of Lynn authorizes the town clerk by the provisions of ordinance 1101 and or 278. Also, the zoning ordinances 95-2 00-3 and 8-05 of the Town of Lynn Municipal Code to proceed with appropriate administrative procedures, including but not limited to using Town of Lynn's personnel or contractor, hiring a contractor to abate the nuisance in any reasonable manner. The expense of such administrative abatement shall be in accordance to Ordinance 1101, Section 12, and or Ordinance 278, Section 3. Discussion.
So, just want to make sure I'm understanding. So this is saying that if we approve this, that we could be, the town workers could be cleaning this up, or we'd be paying for hiring a contractor to clean it up?
That's the ordinance, yeah, the further language, yes. Either way, it would be passed on to the owner.
If we were there, we'd get money out of it.
Exactly.
I can see that. What are we, I haven't been over there and looked at, I mean, I drive by there. I mean, is it mostly just cars now, or is there more there that I'm not seeing? I haven't actually walked around the property to see, I mean.
No, don't fuck around.
No, I don't plan on it.
I will pass that.
I will not carry it.
I will pass that question over to Henry.
It's just debris, junk, garbage, they have a dumpster,
Apparently,
but when you go through, you still don't see anything, there's, in the alley, cars up on blocks, no tires, it's been there for a year, people are living in the trailers, still.
And yes, they do for a month.
For a month, yeah.
They've got a dumpster.
Oh, I don't know what they're putting in, it should be, you should see it overflowing by today.
And it does get empty, so.
Or whatever they're putting in, they're empty, but, you know, you really can't tell if anything that's happening. You know, the notice was, what she did say, I'd like more time, and you gave her the 3 weeks. Want to give her more? Now, the dumpster's there, you know, it's catch-22, as long as the dumpster's there, maybe something people clean up.
yeah, or people are, there might be other people cleaning
Take
up
that out,
the
put it
dumpster
someplace
for them.
else, right?
Because I see people doing that the other day at a different house. Anyways.
Give them plenty of time. So you notice this.
Yeah. Been down the alley, I'll just. Yeah.
Jim, do you have any comments?
Pardon?
Do you have anything?
No. Obviously, the time has been extended in hopes of it being cleaned up, and obviously it's not there yet. So, the only thing I see is to adopt the resolution. I make a motion that we adopt resolution number 2305.
Step ahead. I second it.
It's moved and seconded to approve resolution 23-05. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I need a signature, please.
Okay, council, with the agenda, item B, it just says water restrictions. The discussion started last meeting. You had asked for it to be tabled to think a little bit more about it, so it's back on the agenda.
I'm opposed to any restrictions because we still haven't got an answer. Not at all, nothing.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't think at this time we need to impose any water restrictions myself.
Excuse me. Consideration that we don't have well 7, and special meeting, there was no reason that we don't have well 7, is because the film not on the well, that needs to be addressed.
We have any details on that, Molly, or anything that? I understand that apparently a film down in the well, but do we know any more than that about it really, or no?
It's a, whatever the Bible covenant is, it is a pathogen, as it was discussed at the special meeting. And so far it hasn't gotten into the water. Well 8 is the only well functioning now, and it is carrying the load for both sides of the town and both reservoirs.
So since water doesn't seem to be the problem, you have the water, it's just the well that's down, right? So maybe we could like not restrict the water, but, you know, just do like half the town on one day and half on another day. But you can still water for as long as you want, or.
We do have restrictions in place that were placed last year.
Right,
And
but I don't think anybody wants to carry on with that.
I think there should be no restrictions whatsoever until we can find out what the problem is. Nobody has given an answer, not the new engineer, not Paul, and no one else.
okay.
I mean, I was told at the last meeting, well, 8 goes, Reservoir 8 goes to Reservoir 7, and it levels itself out. How does it do that? If water is going in the well, in the Reservoir 7, like you say, Paul, if you take a glass of water and fill it up, what's going to happen? It's going to overflow. So if you're saying, well, you glass of it, that's level out, that means the water from 8 is going into Reservoir 7.
It's a system, and it balances out.
But what happens to the water in there once that's going in?
Well, then that's what people use.
Well, then that's got bacteria in it.
No, it's
Well,
all
that's
from
not-
what
It's not going into the well, it's going into the reservoir.
If Reservoir 7 is closed down, so we're now dull because of bacteria, correct?
No, the
The
well
well
is,
is.
The well.
the well is off, not the
The well is off.
reservoirs are.
So, yeah, what my thing is, Jim, I want to know where the water from 1 8 is going. I was told last week it's going, well, at Reservoir 7 and leveling out. Yes?
Okay. The
Reservoirs like a
labeled
cistern.
number 2 and number 3.
It's a holding tank.
Yes. Yeah, correct.
So it's filling both. My understanding is well 8's filling both cisterns or holding
And
tanks.
leveling
if you want to-
itself out.
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
So, I mean, we're having no problems with that, I know. We're not having bacteria from what's happening somewhere.
there is no bacteria.
Exactly.
Okay,
So,
here's
you know,
the-
why pose restrictions?
Well, here's a situation that you need to consider. The pool was filling up Sunday afternoon and finished Monday. In a 24-hour period, well 8 ran through 220,000 gallons. The school has been watering 7 days a week from 8 o'clock at night on. Last night at 9:42, Reservoir 2 called out alarms of low levels. Okay? The football field has been running every night at each station 1 hour. And that's, I believe, what was told to me. There's 11 stations. As far as the 1 hour goes, I don't know because I'm not up there counting.
Reservoir 2, you're saying, which one is that? With the alarm went.
You have well 7, and you have the Reservoir 2. You have well 8, and the Reservoir 3.
Yeah, but I want to know which one the alarm was. It the second one? You know, the actual well, because they've got
It
the
was
computers in it.
the Reservoir 2, which the football field is right there. Okay, so you got your football field, and then you got your Reservoir 2, and then you got your well 7.
Is that one of the new computer thing? Because I mean, when they used to have computers, one in well, I computer, which was renewed.
They both, yeah, they both out.
Yeah, they've both been renewed.
They both been upgraded, put it that way.
All I was going to say, I remember that a lot. We used to get false readings. Low level and high level.
All I know is I was out running around trying to, Stephen was over at well 8, trying to keep it going, running, whatever, so that it would fill Reservoir 3, so that then it would balance out with Reservoir 2.
It just seems funny to me. I mean, when we had to fire that, well, they recuperate. It'll recuperate within a few days. So we're filling the swimming pool up, and that's having a problem.
No, I'm just saying that with everything it's just a buildup of situations or incidents. I just found out that the pool was filling Sunday through Monday, or Sunday and finished up Monday.
It's not free being filled either.
Huh?
It's not filled.
Oh, still filling. Still filling.
So can I share an experience with the pool?
Sure.
Okay.
Council?
So in the past, when I was working at the pool, we were filling it, and then the fire department decided that night to go through them and clean out all the mains, flush them out. So in the middle of the swimming pool taking and them flushing a bunch of water out, we did get an alarm at one of the reservoirs. And then we all figured out what we were doing. So 2 large water things happened. Now, Paula, did the alarm only go off at one of the reservoirs?
It gave the low levels off of Reservoir 2 because the football field was pulling off of the Reservoir 2.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
But it has happened in the past where the alarms do go off if you have, like the swimming pool filling, it's filling 24 hours a day. So it's taking a lot of water. And
So
it
that's
takes
what you're getting at.
takes 2
and
to
not
3
interrupt
days.
you got the pool going and the sprinklers up there, so that's probably what,
It was probably a combination
Help.
Yeah,
With
that's
both
what I'm
of them.
saying.
of stuff, but to have only one reservoir be at a low level means that the functioning well in reservoir wasn't low. It was just this one was draining.
Balance.
kind of the
But then it
overflow.
was slowly filled back up, the whole system.
Yeah, so no problem.
It does happen.
I have a question to add to all of this too. The train over the weekend out here, I don't know what well that was off of, but was hooked up to the fire hydrant and was filling the train too. Would that be a part of why?
If the train going up, yeah, of course.
I mean,
the train was going all day long.
And they- yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
see, I wasn't here that.
Yeah.
We make, if we do something like that, we went up to sell more to our size.
I don't know.
That's in the works right now. It's getting,
What's
easy.
that for fire?
Seems like we have not a
Oh,
lot
I
of
got it right here.
water
It's-
at the same time.
Robert, that was for fire protection.
Not on the railroad. It's unusual.
Yeah, but I mean, we're still doing it, we're still.
Well, you're not gonna give the railroad any
You know,
water?
see, in my eyes, if you're so concerned, conserving water, you know, bring up this restriction, then we got to start selling farmers, you know, railways and outside countries.
What about the local swimming pools, the residential ones?
We don't need to get carried away down there.
Oh, why not?
I
It's
haven't
taking
got mine put
water
up
out
yet,
of there.
that's why.
Okay, and the superintendent, and I have chatted through the different months of, please water in the daytime. Because then if there is an issue with the levels and the reservoirs or the wells or whatever situation you want to throw out there, then an alarm would be during the day instead of at nighttime. Last night was a good example.
But if you water during the day, the kids are at school, using the grounds, and it also evaporates.
Yeah, the heat of
So
the
it's
day,
not a
that
good
was a big.
use of our town's water to do it during the day. During the middle of the night when everybody's asleep, most people, maybe if you can work with the school on some kind of schedule where they do it later at night, now when people are still awake, you know, getting their kids their bath before school, you know, before bed for school the next day or whatever. Maybe you could work something like that out, and then the benefit of the water would be better in the middle of the night. And if you regulate, like, I don't know what days you're watering the parks if you are. What, if they can fall on different times, but I think this situation now with the railroad thing added to it, kind of makes sense that it would drain down, because that's basically what we heard is the first one this year that you have to learn.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of big things going on all at once.
It's just technical stuff, they always use the water for their lives.
Well, the
you know.
cemetery
Long
is still on the
degrees.
restrictions that were last year.
Are they still?
Yeah, they're watering in the
That's what I
mornings
was gonna
when the
say,
sun's
is
up.
Dennis is not watering yet, is he?
Yeah, they're watering.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the restrictions that you put out last
Tuesday and
year.
Thursday.
He waters first thing in the morning, like at 6. On Tuesday, Thursday, something.
Which was asked, yes.
Anyway, I'm opposed to any restrictions.
I am at this time too. I think we should table it for a little while and see
You
what
gonna take it
happens.
off the table?
Yep.
You gonna take it off the table?
Or keep it on the table and still discuss.
Take it off the table. No restrictions should be imposed. I don't think we're in that much difficulty. This been going on for over a year now.
I'll second you.
Okay, before you sit, I need to let you know how the Public Works Board application progressed through with Dan Remick the other night. We approved the resolution, okay? So the Public Works Board has received the application and the resolution that was approved by council on the 17th. So, and I was able to attend the Zoom meeting for that PWB on May 19th with Mr. Remick, and the board specifically asked if there were any water restrictions in place. We had to respond with a negative answer because the council has yet to make a decision. They then asked, why is this an emergency? To which we stated that well 8 is our only resource this time. We also brought up the fact for fire protection. Brought up the fire last year in August. Mr. Remick has informed me that the application for the $300,000 will move to the next step, approval or non-approval, on June 2nd. Remember that this is for the 5-year, 75% loan, 25% grant at 1.38% interest rate. Mr. Remick is still pursuing any grant funding that's available for Lynn. Okay?
That's the
So the
USDA.
water restrictions, they play into this emergency funding situation that we are trying to get money for the well 7 rehabilitation. He also has informed me that Lynn's percentage of low median household income is 45.92%. That's according to HUD. And to be CDBG eligible, the low median income, household income must be greater than 51%. So, with that being said, Lynn is not eligible for CDBG at this time. So that was going to be part of my mayor's report, but I felt it important that you understand how things kind of come together, blend together for the process. But it's your decision.
I'm opposed, I'm still opposed. I think there's more going on than me.
Yeah, I'm not changing my decision at this time.
Okay, Susan?
The city parks, are they under restrictions and what's happening with their maintenance?
As far as water goes,
Water, yeah,
yeah, we were watering yesterday. We were watering today, this morning.
we got started on both the Centennial and Main Park.
Yeah.
So you're gonna continue watering,
We will continue with whatever council decides for any restrictions conserving.
because they were looking, you know, like it could be a big problem if they're not maintaining.
It looked like cracks, never looked so disgusting.
There you go. Got it.
Oh, I got a question. How long has Century West and yourself known about the bacteria in the well?
It's whenever Dr. Lindsay gave
Who
us,
is this Dr. Lindsay? You talk about him, I don't know, seen him talking, he's like a ghost.
if you want him to come, I will try and get him to come for your meetings.
I would like to speak to him.
Okay. I will ask what his schedule is.
Was it determined whether that biofilm was harmful for people or not? Why wouldn't they have gone on with that if they found it? Make sure
Money?
to do a test on the water.
No. The test is been completed. It's just the money to get it remedied, put it that way.
No, I'm asking whether it's harmful or non-harmful biofilm.
Well, the well's off, so it's not gonna be
Yeah, but we
harmful.
all
But
know
it's
bacteria doesn't just form overnight, Paul.
The report said it had protozoa and bacteria in it, and there's a phone number you can call. You don't have to wait for him to show up at the meeting. It's on the report, so I can get you guys a copy of it too. Paula could too, but she'll charge you for it. It was supposed to be made available to the public, but I guess they didn't do that. They tabled it, so there's not much more to discuss,
I
but
didn't know if you went through it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna table it again?
or pull it off the table, either way.
I think pull it at the time.
I don't know.
You know, I mean, you gotta think, Jim, this has been going on for how long? And I still have not got an answer whether there's water in Reservoir 7 or not. Has that been drained or is
There
it?
is no Reservoir 7.
There are two
When I was
wells
with this down, that's what we do it as for. You know what I'm talking about. Well 7, Reservoir, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Has that been drained?
No, because
So
it's
then, well,
being
if it
used.
hasn't been dried, it's full of water that's not been right.
No, it is not. It is water coming from well A.
Well, you just said it was.
It's, oh,
Well, 7's not feeding into it, only well 8 is.
thank you.
But it did through October.
October, it
That's-
was
right.
offline.
The end of October, it was online. Otherwise, it was filling the reservoirs here and putting bacteria in the water.
No, it was not.
Well, the
So
biofilm
is
didn't
this,
form
uh,
after October.
If it's water inside that reservoir, then it's not bad.
No, it's not.
Did you guys do the test that London asked you to do last week? The test on
test-
the reservoir
The
water?
tests have not come back yet.
What date did you take the test?
I didn't take it, so I don't know. It was one day last week at the end of the week.
By Joe or
This is on my
somebody? Who took the test then?
Joe did.
Okay.
Joe had well 7 and he took water out of well 7, took water out of well 8, and it's in. the
London
files.
asked you for the reservoir up there by well 7.
Oh, that part I don't know. It was well 7 and well 8 tested.
Well, we're complaining about the 2 reservoirs above well 7. There's 2 of them.
No, one is done and one is being used.
One is empty and one is being used?
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
The
thank you.
newer one was built because the other one got a crack or something.
Oh, so there's only
Thank
one
you.
up there.
So
Okay.
this has been tabled and we're moving on.
Yep.
Okay, new business. We've got Jim's Market Liquor License Renewal. It's right here. All it is are there any objections to renewing their license? Its expiration date is August 31st, 2023. We're ahead of the game. So I heard a no, but that's not a motion.
Motion to approve.
A second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded to approve the renewal for Jim's Market liquor license. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Peddler vendors licenses, we have 2 of them. You guys received in your packets earlier, I believe last week, peddler's license from Enadina Robles for fruit and veggies from May 29th to August 29th. She wants to set up a stand. We're not sure what kind of stand next to Jim's Market. And we're asking her permission. She claims she has permission from Jim's Market to set up a stand. You received some information about that.
When they want to do that?
They want to start on Monday, the 29th of May, for 3 months, through the summer months. It was in a manila envelope.
Yeah.
It should be in the manila envelope in your,
Oh,
And that's just on Mondays, right?
no,
No, that was continuous from Monday onward.
Okay, when she talked to us, she said something about just Mondays.
Council also, it's red letters on top of the page. It says, for your information. It's a white sheet. It's just a list of things that, for selling fresh fruit and vegetables from the Washington State Department of Agriculture Handbook. Just some bullet points that, information that was found.
this was added to your package today.
I got too much crap going on there. But yeah, I said it's all right.
I'll just go ahead and read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Bullet, state business license needed obtained from Washington State Department of Revenue. Another bullet point was cash buyers license may be needed to resell produce grown by others and sold by farm stand, paying by cash, cashier's check, certified check, or bank draft. Another point was a produce dealer license may be needed for anyone who buys produce for reselling and then pays by personal check or buys on credit. If a scale is used to weigh produce, then scale must be inspected. WSDA, Washington State Department of Ag, weights and measures. This I found interesting. Liability insurance should be obtained to protect customers. No brainer. All fruits, vegetables sold must be grown in Washington State. So that was just from the agriculture handbook.
Did you make those requirements of McKinney's when they were selling down by the park
I believe so.
from Paha?
They had everything listed there. So
Does that count for, Derby time and all the other vendors who had their selling fruit and veg and food?
that at the Derby, that's a
Derby
Lions,
and around the Derby.
that's a Lions Club thing, so I would hope that the Lions Club has insurance.
I'm pretty sure we're covered.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the first, approval, whatever. If you'll notice that, they have paid their $30 for the 3 months.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. I'll make a motion to approve.
I second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Mike, you seconded?
Yeah.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve, the peddler's vendor's license for Robles. Is that it? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
We also got another vendor's permit, peddler vendor's permit with a letter that is attached to the permit from Don and Jody Fowles for, the permit request was specific to the Derby days. They would like to sell honey and freeze-dried candy at the Derby. The letter says,
Excuse me, not at the Derby.
sorry, on Main Street during the Derby days. Sorry about that. The letter says, Lynn Town Council, we are seeking approval to sell products in a temporary roadside type stand within city limits. Property owner approval will be obtained prior to operation. The products to be sold will be honey and freeze-dried items, with possible expansion to promotional products, apparels, vegetable plants, etc. I am primarily attempting this venture during the Combine Demolition Derby, but may expand to other times of the year as well. Thank you for your consideration, Don and Joe Phelps. As you can see on the permit, they stated during the Derby days, honey and freeze-dried candy specific. So the letter was an extension to that.
Yeah. Make a motion to accept that.
Second that.
Moved and seconded to approve the peddler vendor's license for Fowles. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. And next on the agenda is item C, demolition permit. And it is pink, and then a white sheet, and then a long white sheet. The pink sheet is Adams County. Okay. Application to demo. address is 306 West 3rd.
Good.
The second sheet is kind of like a checklist that we've been presented for Andy Lorenz. The site plan is the long sheet. The owner did the required scale, I guess, if that's what you want to get. Showed where the sewer line, the water line, existing utilities. Number 3, list there from Andy Lorenz says a bond is recommended for the complete demolition of residential houses to ensure restoration and or repair of public and private improvements or utilities. Please note that the contractor will be liable in the event of damages to public utilities or public improvements. Number 4, all debris must go to transfer station, Bristol, Washington, with receipt of charges. Number 5 was all metal must go to a scrap recycler with a receipt of weight and money noted on receipt. Number 6 was none of the demolition materials may be transferred to any other private property. Number 7, the sewer line, water line must be capped off by the property owner at the property line and inspected by the town before covering. Number 8, the lot must be graded back to original grade contours. And with that, I would say as much as possible. Number 9, the town shall require repair or restitution of any public property damage during the work. Demolition may commence after Adams County Building and Planning issues the Adams County demolition permit. So you get your approval and then we'll send this off. If you don't do the approval, then this is.
Oh, no, it's definitely good to go. I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second that.
Okay. Okay, moved and seconded to approve the demolition application going to Adams County for said address 306 West 3rd. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. For the record, it was mutually agreed upon that Tristan Meek would no longer be employed by the town of Lynn effective May 18, 2023. The public works position will remain closed at this time. The annual report, council, has been completed and submitted by Barbara on May 16th. So we're ahead of the game there. Memorial Day will be observed on Monday, May 29. The office will be closed. Water meters. We appreciate all those with indoor meters that turn in their readings every month. Some more meter issues have been solved and non-working meters have been discovered and replaced. So that's a good thing. The meters will be read Thursday and Friday of this week, so bills can be printed and the following Tuesday, Wednesday will be mailed out. We try and get the bills to the people by the 1st of each month. Sometimes we're a day late. Okay, council, free dump day. And I believe that you have that CDSI document. Grand total cost added up to be $1,541.74. That included 5 fridge, 2 dryers, and 1 washer. That's your 2 drivers. That is the 3 bins, or 2 bins, I guess, and then the truck. So free dump day, 1541.
Just a quick question on the fridge thing. I thought the people that dropped the fridge off were supposed to pay that.
They paid the $10, so it's kind of a wash.
Oh, I got you. Sorry.
And that's been already deposited and going back.
Nice.
Okay? Wastewater treatment plant. Council, be prepared for some upgrading that needs to be done at the sewer plant. This past week, there has been alarms from the influent pump. We have found out that repairing that pump, or the pump, would cost more than replacing with new. But we're researching and we're trying to figure out the best path to follow. The reason why it's probably cost effective to buy new instead of trying to repair is because it has to be explosion proof. And
The sewer fund is already in the negative, about $7,000.
Excuse me, I didn't notice
as
I
of
was
the March.
interrupting your talking.
I was saying the sewer plant is in the negative, if you
have-
want to know.
No, it is not. So anyway, we're going to be looking at costs, and when that comes through, I'll give you the
What'd you call that pump, Paula?
influence. Okay. Combine Demolition Derby weekend is coming up. June's almost here. Friday, June 9th is the cars and pickups. Saturday, June 10th is the kiddie parade, grand parade, barbecue park, the barbecue in the park. And then the combines. And since Jamie is here, as of today, Chamber of Commerce has not submitted a copy of the permit from the state to close your Highway 21 for the parade.
The treasurer has applied for it, we haven't received it, or it would have been brought to you, but I've had 3 other people tell me they could talk to them about it, and we
I
will
only
bring it
talked
up.
to Heather and you.
Well, yeah, you talked to Heather, you sent me a letter, and you talked to somebody else also, that brought it to our attention in the meeting that we had
But
last time.
so it's still in the works?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I never brought it in there.
Oh, never mind. I will return to the agenda for the finance committee.
All right.
I didn't see him.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the warrant check register dated 5/09/2023 to 5/22/2023 in the amount of $24,677.46.
That was a motion and second. Okay. It's moved and seconded to approve the check register dated May 9th to May 22nd of 2023 for the dollar amount $24,677.46. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries.
Also like to submit for approval the outstanding invoices dated 4/30/2023 to 5/23/2023 in the amount of $7,155.23.
I second the motion.
It's moved and seconded to approve the outstanding invoices from April 30th to May 23rd, 2023. The dollar amount, $7,155.23. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, comments, concerns from the council?
Yeah, I got one. When are we gonna clean this bloody town up? I want to know when the workers are gonna start going to work, screwing the streets, grabbing the streets, spraying the weeds, looking after the parks, doing the sewer flushing and the rest of it. None of it's getting done. At all. The town is nasty, it's disgusting. Why? No answer for it?
Yeah, I got an answer. They've been working.
Where?
They've been spraying. They were up at the airport
Yeah,
today.
you know, mowing the weeds outside of my house and my neighbor's house haven't been sprayed for 4 years. I see them drive by. There's no good about it, it needs to be done.
Okay. Is there anything else?
I know, I'll just, throw this out there. So I actually do have proof that, there's work being done, and my goal is to hopefully have it done by the next meeting. As far as the new ordinance that I'm working on for the water. As far as, there's just a couple more things that need to be added to it, and hopefully everybody, we can all make agreements on what needs to be done with it. But it should be, hopefully, be done by next meeting. I know I've said that about, I don't know how many ago, but, or I don't know how many meetings ago, but we're not keeping count. Anyways, so. It's a work in progress, right here if you want to see it. Anyways, getting done. And so that's all I've got for now. Yep.
Myron?
I have nothing at this point.
Laura?
I got something.
Oh, no.
I'll bring it to you by the end of the week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need you to.
For selections? Yeah. Okay, all right,
I have nothing.
okay. There's, nothing more?
Can I ask a question about the park, please? I've noticed, no, I didn't sign up, I didn't even think that till just now. The parks are extremely overgrown with, weeds, the dandelion flowers, and they stick up a lot higher than the grass and stuff. Are you guys gonna do like a weeding fee or something to
We
help?
already have it, we already sprayed them.
I'm just talking a few days ago.
Right. They were that's probably the second crop that came through.
But you guys have
We
these
have,
weeding fees and
yes,
stuff?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Make a motion, we adjourn. Second.
Okay,
You have no.
huh? No. Moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we're
Very
adjourned.
quiet audience tonight.
So Paula and Barbara just finished the March treasurer's report on May 5th. And the sewer plant did have a $7,000, not the sewer plant, but the sewer fund had a $7,000 plus deficit.
Was this from?